What's up? Oh, left that thing up again. There we go. Heyo! Another day, another stream. Welcome, welcome. It's time for more UI work. Last I left off, I was working on the dash meter. Got set up for one dash, but if I get a second dash, it doesn't line up, so I need to make it line up. And to do that easier, I need to have more than one dash. Let's see. Stats. Dash charges. 3. Alrighty. So as you can see, they do not line up. And also, just the number of UI things in the bottom right doesn't match the number of dash charges. So that's my task. And I'm not looking forward to it. I can already tell it's not going to be a fun task. Let's see. Blueprints, UI. I need the... Actually, is it a widget, or is it just... Yeah, it's actually just a horizontal box that they get spawned in, huh? Okay, that's not bad then. You know, instead of this, I could just make the dash timers a part of each of these. Would that be crazy? Or rather make these a part of the dash timers, I mean. Let's see, these are what size? They're 115 by 115. So if I take this dash timers box, make the height 115, position 0, so it's up against the edge. Now, if I open the dash, is it just dash circle bar blueprint? Probably, yeah. Why is that over there? Go over here. Alright, graph, tick, progress bar fill equals the value and the image. Image? What? Oh yeah, set the progress bar fill, which does all of this nonsense. Now that I look about it, it's kind of crazy. It's creating a dynamic material instance. Oh, no, never mind. That's right. It's doing a validated get, so it'll only do that if it's not already made. Good, never mind. Past me knew what the fuck she was doing. Okay. Yeah, then... if I just make this 115... 115... and then... so I can't put a second image in this size box, can I? No, I can't. Bastards. Well, then replace with child. Canvas panel. No? Wrap with canvas panel. There we go. Okay. So now this is dash. I don't know, I'm spacing on what to name this. We'll just call this dash cooldown display. Size 115 by 115. Anchors be the whole damn thing. Why is this not... hold on. Canvas panel. So why is this with the size... oh. There we go. I just did that wrong. Okay. There we go. Save, compile, and now I also slap in dash frame, and that is 115 by 115. And in fact, just so this isn't right on the edge, let's make it a bit smaller. So anchors to the center, we'll go 110, 110. Oh, like that. Okay, just to make sure there's no like edge clipping. And then this is frame. Alright, U, return to full anchor. U, get full anchor, save, compile. Now, I need it to know whether it's the last frame or not. So, we are going to say add bool last charge public save compile. Alright, yes, and then we need a branch. I'm going to say this set brush split. I want a branch based on whether it's the last charge. If it is, we want to set it to dash frame cap. If that's false, we want to set it to dash frame. Compile, save, then I need to go here. Delete these. And then say, where are they created? Create dash timer. Just, yes. Okay. Come to think of it, that's in initialized. Does that ever get recalled? Let's see, update dash timers. Yes. Okay, so that will get, yeah, never mind. I don't know why it wouldn't. I already know that that works. Okay, let's see then. Now that I look at that, is my microphone picking up the fan? Might just be. Let's try turning that down. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, so they are created. Add child. Alright. Then I also need to go set last charge to length minus 1. This is greater than, or not greater than, rather. This should be equal to. Alright, so for index is equal to the length minus 1, that should be the last one, last charge. Save, compile. Let's see how this looks. Atrocious. Because they're not being sized properly, because they're not in that size box anymore. I can already tell that's the problem. What the hell do I do about that? I don't suppose I can wrap this with a size box, can I? Oh, I can. I'm allowed. Well, great. Boom, bam. 115, 115. Compile, save. Play. Hey, would you look at that? Except that it's doing the wrong one. Oh, okay. So looking at that, that's actually even easier than I thought. It's the first one that needs to be that. So just if this equals 0. Boom. Even easier. just do that. And do this. Straighten that. Straighten that. Pull it down a little bit. Make this a little bit less hideous. There we go. Alt. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Alt. Add a node there. Plug it in from there. Great. Great. And now, just like that, boom. We got dash bars. It's not the prettiest yet. Once again, more detail to be added. It looks just kind of awkward and cut off and square. But I can do things about that. At the very least, we've got a close to full UI, although looking at those ability bars, they are not looking quite proper now that I see it. Why is that? Did I not center those holes? Ability frames. Why are they so offset down here? I don't get it. Wait, what? What is this nonsense? Why does it... Oh, no. It's because these are using the same blueprint as the dash one, so it got their dash. Damn it. Alright, well. Just duplicate this and call this ability circle bar underscore widget blueprint. Open that. Graph. Delete this nonsense. Delete this value. Save compile. Designer. Delete the frame. Alright, and this. Replace with... Can I replace it with a different thing? No. No, I can't. Son of a bitch. Okay, well then. So this needs to go back in its place. And then I need to go pull this up. Project, blueprints, UI, ability, circle bar. Is there no hotkey that only makes it scale as a square? I guess not. 100, 100 should do. Put it there. Okay, duplicate. Where did it end up? Where is it? Up there? Why is it up there? Okay. So now we go graph and event graph, update ability timers. I want to... Which one's which? Alright. This one is AoE. Boom. Bam. Which means that this one is that. I said is. Huh? Oh, right, because it's technically a different kind of... Well, shit. Set value. Plug this in there. Plug this in there. Delete. you? Kaboom. Kaboom. Delete. Kaboom. Okay. Now then. This. Alright, I probably have to do that here, yeah. Copy. Oops. Copy. Delete. Paste. Copy. Delete. Paste. Save. Compile. Alright. Now, all is as it should be once more. I guess that's technically just about the HUD all implemented. Now I just have to make it look prettier and figure out why the health doesn't update until I get hit. Let's do that first. Health, why? Why health? Do not understand. Initialize UI. Update local player health. I guess it's probably something to do with like this not happening at the right time, which is weird. It's the only thing I can imagine since it does work later, just running the same code. So, why update local player Harch? Not work. Update Harch. How best to solve this in a way that makes sense? Also, now that I think about it, there's a lot of things in here that don't need to be variables. That should do it. No, there's not quite so many unnecessary things. Also, this needs to be components and component and a component. Good, good. All the components where components should be. Then then what? How do I update player Harch correctly? Update local player Harch, which just does update hearts. You know what? If I just call it again. Let's just see for now if that gives any different result out of curiosity. No, it does not. Okay. This doesn't need to be open. Then why? What's different about it being called here versus being called here. I don't get it. You know what? Here's an idea. Okay, yeah, it's not like it's set anywhere at start or anything. Or is it actually? Nope. Yeah. It's just that the value should be set by default. Okay. So those values should already be right by the start. So then why would this not work? I don't get it. You know what, let's just do something weird. Let's just add a delay. And then... oh. No? Still nothing? Alright. Let's try something out of curiosity. Let's go P. Pressed. That. Save, compile. Alright, boom. I press P. Nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? That's very strange. Is there something weird with the player's health by default, maybe, until they do a take damage? Blueprints. Player. Stats. Max health 5. Current health 5. Should be correct by default. I don't get it. Now, what if I try something like this? Alright, begin play, has authority, da-da-da-da-da, do all that, and then change health. Yeah, modified max health. Wait. What does change health do? Okay, no, so that's an addition. That's not setting it. I need a set health. Probably want to have that anyways. Okay. And then up here, instead of change health, set health. Compile. Wait for the first compile. Any day now. There we go. What? I'm just gonna restart. I don't like those warnings. Okay. Now let's see. Still nothing. Great. Hate that. Once again, getting punched fixes it. Yep. Hello, Pandemonium. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to fix a nonsense issue that shouldn't exist. So this did nothing. You know, here's a weird idea. Take 0 damage. Maybe that will do it, since taking damage fixes that. That shouldn't be the final fix I go with, even if it does fix the issue, but it'll at least give me a direction. No, still nothing. So why? I press the button that should manually update it, nothing happens. Why does nothing work unless I get punched? Alright, let's pull up the player HUD. Go to the graph. This is in fact Unreal. Alright, let's put this over here in a new window. Look at this P-pressed thing nonsense. Make sure it's working. Now, I go to this. I press P and it is in fact calling that. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. 0 guys, save now. So this is being called when I press P. But it's not. Alright, let's go here then. See if that's being called. Oh, I forgot to actually set this to that. Yeah, okay, that's happening. Also, let's make this a bit easier. Switch this back to selected viewport. Alright, we will go into update Harch, player health display. All this nonsense. Player health display. What? Alright. Now, select that one. Yeah. I press it, and you can see it's doing all the nonsense. It's doing things. So why nothing happened? The problem is there isn't any, like, error happening. It's just not helping. I don't get it. It's the exact same code that runs when I get punched versus when I do that. Like, let's see. Let's just go from 0. So C++, actually it's probably already open. Yeah, so enemy base, attack. Yeah, so it just calls the player, calls their take damage. Their take damage, calls change health. Change health. Just changes the health and then does the on-rep so that it should be done locally. And that just broadcasts the player health changed event. Then here, in the player HUD blueprint, that on player health changed event triggers the update local player Harch. The very same thing that I'm just triggering by pressing P. It calls the same function. So, like, if I get punched... Alright, where's that guy? He's there. He punches me. Boom! It calls that. So that's definitely what's being called. How long have I been working in game development? Like 12-ish years. As long, at least I've been doing it for 12 years. Professionally, more like 6. Although I've only very recently started using Unreal. I only picked it up like within the last, I'd say like 4 or 5 months. Before all that, I always used Unity. Figured it was finally time to branch out. I've accomplished remarkably little for how long I've been doing it. The joys of no networking ability. But, you know, I've done a non-zero amount of work, so I'd still call myself relatively successful. Okay, so update Harch being called no matter what. So the issue has to be something in update Harch. Game design job market, man. It's you're working towards the grind, I'll tell you that. It's certainly not the most fun thing to get into. Speaking as someone who initially wanted to get into game design and then just eventually ended up in game programming because it was easier. Easier to find work in. It's definitely doable, like, not to discourage you, like, but man, it's not easy. As long as you get into it knowing that you're not getting into an easy work, you can make it. As most things in life, it all comes down to networking ability. If you can network, you can find any kind of work, as long as you're at least semi-competent. No matter how good you are, though, if you don't know how to get contacts, it's not going to be easy to find work. The easiest way to get in is to just make your own games, build up your own portfolio that way, which is how I ended up in games programming. I kind of just needed to learn how to do it to make my own games, to show that I could design games. But it's not the only way. It's just one of many routes. Okay, so let's see. Let's just try... Alright, so play this. Look at this. Alright, so it looks like it's doing that, and then it's just smacking into this branch. This branch is what? This is the branch that creates any missing heart things, right? Okay, but yeah, there shouldn't be any missing hearts at the start, so that should be fine. It should smack into this branch and not go any further. So it goes here, it does this whole loop, which is first index 0, last index is current health minus 1. Yeah, wait. Yeah, no, that's right, because this index is from 0, so it does, yeah, so it's from 0 to your current health. Each one, it creates a heart widget, sets the heart, adds the child, casts the canvas, does all this nonsense, adds it to the list. Oh, I know what the issue is. Down here, we still need to get to the set end cap. Right. So the issue wasn't that it only does it if you get punched. It's that if you only... It only does it if you're missing a health. Okay. So this branch that it's smacking into, if it's false, it needs to go straight... Nope, stop. It needs to go straight down to the set end cap. Any tips for C++? By visual coding, do you mean specifically like Unreal Blueprint? Oh, hey, would you look at that? I fixed the problem. It's working. Thanks for the follow, Pandemonium. Welcome, welcome. So tips for C++. It helps if you learn, rather than learning Unreal C++, just learn C++ for the very, very, very basics. Like find some very basic C++ tutorials and just get the concepts burned in there. That'll suit you in the long run very nicely. Just like, the basic terminology, how to call your functions, how to write your functions, etc. And then for actually expanding your C++ knowledge, in a lot of cases, it's very similar to Blueprint, how things are laid out. So, any specific tutorial recommends? I don't know of any specific ones, but I mean, there's a lot of them, and they're kind of all good enough, so it's probably not hard to find a decent one. I got lucky enough that I had a mentor for the very basics, so I didn't have to find a specific tutorial, but after you've gotten the basics, I'd say the easiest way to get good is if you want to figure out how to do something in C++, look at how you do it in Blueprint, and in many cases, it's very similar. For example, if I want to, say, do a sphere overlap actors, you can look at the Blueprint thing and you say, okay, it takes the position, a radius, the object types, a filter, actors to ignore, and then outputs the outed actors and a boolean. And then if I want to do that same thing in C++, I believe I should have one in my enemy base. Come on, it's here somewhere, right? Oh, no, I know, there's one in weapons. Yeah, here we go. So sphere overlap actors. It takes a world context, which is the only thing that's not here. But then other than that, it takes position, radius, the object types, the ignored actor, and outputs the hit results. Same here. The names are different, but the things it takes are the same. Position, radius, object types, filters, hit results. So in general, you can just look at something here, look at all the things you need to do, and then that'll kind of help you map the Blueprint to the C++, since you're already used to Blueprint. That's how I was taught to do it, and that's how I did it, and it worked well. And then once you're just used to it, it gets quicker and quicker, and then you can do it without having to check it. Alright, so that's my health bars set up. That's all my UI set up. It's kind of ugly still, but it's there. God, the more I look at this, the more I really want to go and update my jump animations. No problem. Yeah, these jump, like the rest of my animations, I'm pretty happy with how they came out. Especially, God, by the way, this coat does not use physics. I had to hand animate all 8 directions of walking, moving this coat. It sucked. The jump animations, not very satisfying. Gotta redo those, and especially since this like rocket jump ability this character has and then hovers, it just uses the jump and then fall animation. But they don't look very good, so I need to fix those. Do I do that now that the UI is done and set up? Oh, you know what? Actually, I want to just make sure that it looks good with different dash charge counts. So let's pull up this player, stats, dash charges 1, save, compile. Alright, so there's 1 dash charge. Now I just need to level up until I find a dash upgrade. Is that dash? That's dodge. It certainly wasn't fun. I would put it in the category of about as fun as making all 52 of these upgrade icons was, which is to say, not. Come on, where's the dodges? Oh, +1 dash count. Okay. Boom. Gets a second thing. Nice. Working. Lovely. Okay. Great. There's also the other task I've been putting off of actually finishing this level to look like a half-decent level, But I have never been any good at level design, so I'm kind of always struggling with that. Never really know what to do. It's all ugly, although I gotta say, still don't know why I had one just stroke of sudden decent art, but damn, do these bridges look pretty nice compared to my usual art ability. You can't even tell unless you look really hard that they're broken into sections. It's even hidden up top by just a little mossy line. Good times, good times. If only I could make the rest of the world look that good. This is just a placeholder texture. It's not supposed to look good, but honestly, the cliff walls ended up looking better than I expected. Shit's not even normal mapped. What do I do now? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the jump animation. Let's just suck it up and do it. Blender. I've put it off for too long. Who's messaged me on Discord? Okay. JJ Anims. Alright, so I need JJ jump. So I kind of made it go straight into like an up pose because I didn't really want to do a transition as I want it to be fast, but I think I need to make it more dramatic. So I'm going to go for more of a traditional like raised knee jump pose. The other reason I did this was I really didn't want to have to re-fucking animate the skirt, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, so it's just 6 frames because it's meant to happen quickly. 2 keyframes, easy enough. By the way, she has no legs. Alright, something like this. And then these need to come out a bit more, so it's not so awkwardly like pigeon toe stance. Great. Okay. Now I just need to hand animate or hand pose all these skirt fragments. Okay. Yeah, now imagine what I'm doing right now, but for every single keyframe of all the walk animations. Oop. Actually, no, I don't want to rotate that way. I want to rotate it like this. It really was. And I wasn't even streaming at the time, so I just had to kind of work in silence and hope that my work would one day be appreciated. Honestly, I think I would have gone insane if I tried to actually do this while streaming. Okay, a little bit more up. And then you down, down. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then this needs to, not that one, this one, yeah. Needs to come back a little bit for the foot. Actually, rather than that one, I kind of want it to just go from here. Yep, good. Alright, that's one leg down. It pretty much is, yeah. It's certainly not the way I would recommend doing it. It's just the way it worked out, because the problem is this isn't actually hollow. Like, at the bottom here is solid material, so I couldn't do actual cloth physics. Yeah, it's more control, certainly, so you can get a better result if you're willing to put the work in. But I wasn't willing. I only did it by necessity, certainly not by choice. Okay. Great. Now this part. Great. Yup. That looks more like a jump. Except that now that I think about it, the feet also need to be facing straight down, since they got these little hover jet holes on the bottom that the particles come out of for the hover effect. I can't even see this one. I just have to eyeball it at an odd angle. That's probably close enough, right? Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. Now, select all the things. Copy this. Go to the fall. Needs to start from this. And then let's also start from this here. Okay, so let's move these down slightly. I think will look good. And then I think I want to alright, this needs to switch to no, not outliner. Oh no, yeah, outliner and then scenes. Okay. Bones. Spine. Okay, so then I need the whole skirt. Select them all. And then deselect the incorrect stuff in the middle. Is that all of it? Skirt, 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 skirt. Great. Alright, and then reset. You know what? Do I need to reset? I don't think I need to reset. I can just do this. Basically, I just want it to floof out because falling. That's what happens when you're going down with a skirt, presumably. I wouldn't know. I've never fallen out of the sky while wearing a skirt before. But I would assume it would look something like that. Number one piece of advice, network. Basically, I worked for like, I'd say a good like 3 or 4 years of not managing to find any sort of way in to the just to any form of professional work. Then I went to one hackathon slash game jam. That one was called a hackathon, but it's basically just a game jam. Um, where I met a dude who just likes to collect people, and I just worked on a game with him. He saw that I was good to work with, and then he started going to me whenever he had work to do or to recommend to other people. And then that was pretty much where I found all the work, either through, yeah, pretty much all the professional work I've done, I found through him or through people I met through the work that I did through him. So it's really just all comes down to connections. And if you're not good at networking, brute force it by going to game jams. Although that's become harder lately since there are fewer and fewer in-person game jams. And that's always just kind of been hard in general, depending on where you are. Some places just don't have a lot of game jams. Global Game Jam is a really good one to look into, since that's pretty much everywhere. In-person game jams are the best for forming lasting connections, but online jams work too if they're all you got. Ludum Dare is a big one. Can always hit that up. There's a big old Discord to find teams for it. Gets the job done. This might be a bit too fast. Alright, let's... Yeah, you know what? Select all them bones. Let's pull it over to 12. Anytime. Oh, you know what? This doesn't look good. I don't like how static this nonsense up here is. Yeah, you know what? I think I do. Because the back is coming out, it's going to pull this inevitably a little bit. So I want to take these, bring them down a bit, bring them down a lot. And then I want to take the lower parts and make them come forward instead. Maybe it's okay. We'll see how it looks in game. Okay, well, once again, select all the bones, take this pose, copy, go to land, paste. Oops. Okay, we need to take these. And I think, honestly, they need to just be straight down. Because you're landing. That looks like a land. I just need to fix the skirt bit. Okay. How does this end in a clipping? Hold on. Idle. A. Why is this here then, if that should be like that? Yeah, that's better. Alright, so I take the 0 pose of idle, go land, and that should be the end pose of this. There we go. That looks like a land. Nice. Okay. Oh, except for the feet. Well, yeah. Actually, alright, let's go to fall. The feet should already be facing down. So, yeah, if they're suddenly facing up at... What the... Stop! Alright, so land these feet. What the hell are you doing like this for? Just... There. Wrong one. Come on. There. How did this end up clipping again? Or maybe it was clipping from the start and I didn't notice. Yup. This should already be out here by this point. Oops. Just get that keyed there. Pull that back there. There we go. No more clip. Oh, a little bit of clip. Why clip? This part. Why so far back? Go here. Come forward. Okay. No more clip. Great. Now then, object mode, skeleton, mesh, head. Realistically, all I need is the skeleton, actually, because this is just for the animations. Alright, save, file, export, FBX, selected objects, geometry, face, armature, no leaf bones, bake animation, yada yada, all actions, JJ anims, export. Cool. Now, come on, alright, then I go to project, 3D, characters, JJ, animations, I'm blind. Where is... Ah, okay. Fall. Re-import. Pivot root bone. Wait. Bone is root, but animation doesn't contain the root track. Import failed? What? The hell are you talking about? I didn't change the skeleton at all. What you shouting about? Okay, wait. Has JJ pivot as root bone, but animation doesn't contain the root track. Is that because... Alright, let's just go to pose mode, fall, bone, Okay, you know what? Let's do this. New folder, import 3D characters, JJ anims, JJ skeleton, import. Failed to create. Huh? This is not errors I've ever run into before. I did not modify the skeleton. Failed to import. Why are you failing? What's wrong with you? I hate this. Why is this happening? Did I export it wrong? Object mode. Skeleton. You know what? Maybe it's because I did include the mesh in... Wait, what? Pivot? What's under pivot? Base? Okay, you know what? File, export, FBX, not selected objects. Just everything. Get everything in there. Geometry face, that's also set. Okay, JJ anims. Reimport. Did that fix? Oh, that fixed. Okay. Jump, reimport. And then land, reimport. Alright. Now that should just all be done. Boom. Oh, that's immediately better. I guess technically, as much as I abhor the idea, I should make like an 8-directional version of each of them. So like if I'm moving sideways, or if I'm moving back. But I'm not going to do that. We get one jump. That's fine. See how this feels now? This still feels a bit static. I might need to make a special animation just for that ability. Or you know what? Now that I think about it, I should just make this play the fall animation, not the jump animation, huh? How do I do that? I need to remember what triggers fall. It's probably just the velocity going negative. Also, this can go away. Delete. JJ animation blueprint. Get over here. Not the event graph. I need the state machine. How do I get to the state machine again? I don't fucking remember. I never remember. Anim graph. Per body. There we go. Anim graph. Anim graph is what I needed. Okay. Lower body. Okay, so from jump to fall, just checks, yeah, Y velocity less than 0. Great. Then, there's an easy way to fix that. I believe that is in C#, C++. Okay, it should be player ability manager. ability tick, instead of setting the velocity to 0, we're going to set it to minus 0.001 f. That way it's technically negative and should trigger the fall animation instead of just the jump, just clamping on the end of the jump animation. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better. Honestly, I hate it less. I think I still need to make the fall animation have some more stuff. So let's see. Brain, skeleton, pose mode, fall. Yeah, you know what? Here's what I think we need to do. You select all this. This is the falling pose. It can be on frame 0 because it's going to smoothly transition into this anyways. And then I just need to make the coat flap. I think that'll help a lot. So, that's an easy solution. I think I just take the bottom like 2 bones, move them a bit, for each one. Just a small amount, doesn't need to be super overdone. Okay. See how that looks. Where's the play button? Oh, right. Wrong window. Animation. Play. Come to think of it, this animation needs to be shorter. You know what? Well, oops. Wrong. Save. Back to layout. Object mode. File. Export. FBX. Anims. Okay. Animations. Really? Is there no list view in the scroll list? I have to manually change it to list view? I ain't fucking with that. Alright, land. Fall. Reimport. Okay. Save. Now I open this. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. That's enough to make it not just a rigid pose. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh, it's not set to loop. That would be in the state machine. Lower body. Fall. This. Loop. Save. Compile. Play. That's better. That makes a world of difference. Don't really see it while falling, because you don't fall very far. Although I guess if you do fall far, then you would see it. Let's try that. Yeah, it's noticeable. Improvement. I will call that a solid improvement. I never claimed to be an animator. Honestly, I'm amazed that I even managed to make the walking animations look good. Technically, the fire animation is still mega bugged. It looks fine if you're standing still, but if you're moving, it does all kinds of janky nonsense. It goes in like the opposite direction of the way you're moving. I still don't know why that happens or how to fix it, but it does. It just does it. Doesn't care what I want. It does it anyways. That was related to the up and down, like aim IK offset thing. Something about it doesn't play nice with that. Fun fact about the aim IK, I just kind of winged it and threw in random numbers based on your aim pitch, and it happened to like almost look perfect with where the character's aiming. It's kind of how I do most things in life. Just throw in a random number, try and guess it on the first try, and then adjust it till it's right. Who needs actual planning and calculation? Well, that's that procrastination sorted. What next? I guess I'd still need to actually do the rest of the level up window, now that I think about it. Because this is still just random garbage. I mean, these aren't even done yet either. These are also still only like partially complete. Yeah, one thing I've picked up over a decade of just winging it with the numbers, I've gotten really good at winging it with the numbers. I get the right random number on my first try much more often than one would expect. And even if I don't, it's still pretty close. Alright, so how do I make this stuff look good? I guess the easiest way would just be to make it the same as these, since the placeholder one I made looks almost similar to the other ones anyways. I won't have to change it much. Let's just go pick up this frame. I need to make the borders bigger though, so I will take these, cut, new layer, frame. Accurate. Also, now that I think about it, I still want it down here because I need to be able to select that. So now I will take this frame and go effects, object, outline object, don't anti-alias, go 2. We'll go 3 because I want to do it inward. Okay. Now I need to go back down here, select all of the outside, delete that, fill this in black, no anti-aliasing. Alright, there's that. Now I need to do the same thing I did with the other one, which is to duplicate, effects, object, outline in blue, size 2. Okay. And then I also need to take this, size 1, white, also fill all that white. Welcome to the Dula School of UI. Just fucking do shit until it looks good. There's no method to it. Just try some colors. Once you find something that works, do the same thing to all the things. Okay, take that, and then we go effect, blurs, Gaussian blur, bigger radius. Like that. Delete. In fact, just make it global. Delete. this down. There might have been too much blur radius. Let's undo all that. Alright, let's try this again. Effect, blurs, Gaussian blur. Cancel. Wrong frame. Blurs, Gaussian blur. Alright, much smaller radius. Something like that. Yeah. Also, I need to open any of these. Go with this one. Oops, not that. I need the PDN file, and then I need to actually get the proper color for the frame. Because it is not just black like this one is. Wait, what? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Stupid. I'm supposed to delete the black from this, and then I do effect, blurs, Gaussian blur. That's why it didn't look quite right. Okay, I remember now. Yep, and then this, fill it with that color. This, I believe, is supposed to be 100. That's better. Okay. So now, delete all this. In here. Just fill in this part. And then we go Effect, Object, Inner Shadow. Wait, no. Duplicate. Effects, Object, Inner Shadow. Don't keep background. Boom. Alright, now we have a nice layer that's just the shadow. Yeah. You know what? Technically the shadow's going in a different direction for like each of these UI elements, but what are we gonna do about it, you know? It's the way of things. What does it look like if I do a shadow going in both directions? You know what? I think that looks better. But also, I need to take this bevel and somehow soften it. It's a bit too hard edge. If I go Effect, Blurs, Gaussian blur, just like a tiny little second blur. I wish there's a way to turn off the pixel grid while I'm zoomed in. But this, I think, looks pretty good. Yeah. I dig it. Alright, level up window. Yeah, level up window. Background. PDN. Flatten. Save. Level up. Oh wait, no. PNG. Level up window. There. Yes. Okay. Here. Project. Blueprints. UI. Player HUD. Alright, that was already over here. Pull this here. Close all this nonsense. Close that nonsense too. Then I need the level up window. Then I need to go to 2D, sprites, UI, frames. This, re-import. There we go. Alright, now I need to move this down slightly so it's not like over the shadow. This can also come down slightly. Come in slightly. Come in slightly. Compile. Play. Level up. This looks a little bit more deliberate. Now I just need to actually update the frames for these upgrade buttons. They've always been kind of Schlacking. So that's next. Circle frame. Circle fill. Okay. So, this can be frame color. Come to think of it, actually, didn't I make a separate one for them? Upgrade icons. Oh yeah, upgrade icon text. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, that's not right. I think it's in here. Yeah, frame. This is what I needed. This is a game I am doing on my own. For funsies. Alright, how big is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 big. Okay, I can work with that. Then we duplicate, fill, white, 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 line, white, white, oops, white. Yeah, I did a little basic tower defense game to learn the basics of Unreal Engine, and then this is the game I'm making to learn C++ in Unreal Engine, and also multiplayer. I don't know if I've mentioned, but this game is multiplayer. Yeah. Oh, shit. Fuck, wrong thing. I didn't want to do it like that. No. That takes so much longer. I meant to do new editor window. There we go. Yeah. Multiplayer. So far, everything is synced properly. Fun times. Have you ever done multiplayer before? If you're experienced with doing multiplayer, it's about twice as much work compared to single player. If you aren't experienced with multiplayer, then it's about 3 times as much work. Huh? Oh, I see. I get it. That doesn't work like that. Okay. You know what? This kind of makes the sides look a bit flat. If I go like 3, eraser, do. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're adding it to existing single player, that's a nightmare. I made sure to build this game from the ground up for multiplayer. I wouldn't be caught dead adding multiplayer to an already single-player Unreal game. You have my condolences on that if that's what you gotta do. I am sorry, friend. Alright, I can't see this shit. I need a backdrop. There we go. Alright, yeah, that looks hideous. Glad I did that. Alright, so take this. Now effect, blurs, Gaussian blur. Just give it a small blur like that. And then take this, delete. Ugh, still sucks. Alright, maybe instead of that, I go effect, object, feather? That doesn't really look any better. Ooh, that doesn't look bad. It's not great. It's not terrible. Colleges make some weird ass decisions sometimes, I swear. I tried a brief stint in college to learn game design. I gave up very quickly and managed to escape with minimal student debt since I realized it was not worth it after like one semester. But that's not to say it's not worth it for anyone. You know, everyone has their differences in how they learn. Just very much did not mesh with me. It also didn't help that I went to a pretty shitty college. Full Sail. Full Sail I was considering, but ultimately I heard mixed things about it. How's your experience been thus far? That was one of the ones I originally considered before I ended up at NIFA. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Get that government money. Anything that the government will pay for, worth it. Does this look good? Am I satisfied with this as a frame? You know, we'll see. We'll see. I'll just save it and see how it feels. And then for this, I just need to do effects, object, inner shadow. Wait, wrong. Duplicate. So object, inner shadow. Win-win indeed. Alright, you know what? Let's just go duplicate, layers, rotate, 90. Okay. Duplicate, layers, rotate, 90. Duplicate, layers, rotate, boom. I dig that. Okay. Re-import. Re-import. Let's see how that looks. Oops, don't need that anymore. Actually, you know what? Let's keep this in a new editor window and just level up. Oh yeah, that's better immediately. That's immediately better. Not a ton better. And also, looking at this, it's clipping areas that weren't clipping before on some things that I didn't notice because it was just white on white. Oh, that's big brain plays. Hell yeah. Min-maxing that government money. Smart. Okay, so I guess I have to go through and fix a couple of these icons. Let's see. So that is Golden Gun. This one. Yeah, whoops. Alright. What? Oh. Oh no, wait, that's right, actually. I did want this. So I just go paste, cut. Yep. Save. Okay. And then there was another one here. Which one was it? Oh yeah, heavy landing. Honestly, just kind of whatever. So throughout game design, I'm sure you'll probably end up running into some subset of skill in the games category that you find you enjoy as well. And I would say go for that one. Whether that be, art, tech art, programming, just whatever aspect of game development that you kind of dabble in while doing game design and find you like will make a good supplementary resource. You know what, looking at it, this might be another one. And this one. Anything else that stands out? I guess just anything that's like up against the edge. Okay. Re-import. Re-import. Asura. Huh? There we go. Whoops. Shoot. Okay. Where was the one with the legs? This one. Alright. Cool. Now then, what do I need to do urgently next? Is it time to just bite the bullet and start trying to do the level design? You know what? I think I might need to do that one off stream because level design is something I really just have to like grind my nose against without any other thoughts, such as communication. What to do now then? Yeah, these definitely look better. Oh, you know what? Actually, I guess I could just start on the rest of the detail. Which, come to think of it, okay. So this I want saved as a PDN as well. Frames. Upgrade icon. Background. Save. Upgrade icon. Frame. Save. Alright. So this one's easy, but I need to do this so I can see exactly where these things land. Screenshot. Paste. What the hell? This image is not one-to-one size. I winged this in the wrongest way. Alright, let's fix that then. What size is this? 900 by 400. 400. Okay. So then this needs to be image, resize. I know, actually we need to image, canvas size, 900 by 400. Need to paste this here. Get it perfectly sized. Okay. Make this very transparent so it's just for reference. Maybe a little bit more visible. No, you know what? Yeah, very transparent was right. Okay. So I need to take frame and bevel and background. I got a lot of work to do. Stretch this stuff. Okay. Right, and then bevel. Okay. And then background. What's the difference? Oh, I see. This is detail. And then finally, background. Also, get rid of this white nonsense. Okay. Now, I have to do the exact same shit, but horizontally. And like twice. Next. Detail. Alright, and then background. Come to think of it, background I can just delete, go to frame, go here, and then refill. With, I believe, this color. Yeah, there we go. That's easier. Great. Alright. Get rid of that reference. Flatten. Save. Let me go UI, frames, this. Re-import. Great. Now there's no stretching. This is just actual size. So now I can start actually detailing all this nonsense. So let's start with this one, the biggest and most obvious. What kind of texture do I want to put in this empty gray space? Now, let's open the rest of the things just for reference as well. That one doesn't need to be open. That doesn't have a background to texture. Neither does that. Alright, so these are the ones. This can go away. So we got this. This still has the wrong color for some reason. There. Save. Okay. Now, what does this look like if I do the same? Effects, object, inner shadow. Nah, one direction's enough for that one. So just for the fill, I need some kind of texture. Let's try... something like this. Let's see if this random one I stole off the internet actually tiles. Yeah, they never do. They're always lying about that tiling shit. Alright, but that's the kind of look I'm thinking of right now. Not exactly like that, though. I'd be heavily modifying it. Ooh. This looks like it would tile. Now I just need to do something like color, quantize. No dithering. Let's go 2 colors. And then I want them to be much closer to each other. Okay. I do want it to be very subtle. Come to think of it, I don't know why I actually wanted it to be tiling. It doesn't really need to tile. And on that note, I think the other one that didn't actually tile looked better. So, going back to that one. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to go, once again, repeat quantize. Doesn't quite look so good. Alright, color, quantize. Closer. What if I went 3 colors but with a higher dithering level? That's not bad. I don't hate that. And now we repeat the quantize. Not like that. We go effects, color, quantize again, but no dithering, and 2 colors. Great. Now, all that color, and then you are all just barely lighter. So now we take that, we go plus, paste, keep canvas size, stretch it. Nah, that's too much detail. I don't really like it. Alright, what if we do this? Image, resize to 128 by 128. You know what? I think I want to do that before I quantize it. Really, I'd like if I could just isolate the actual like shapes of these. I don't want any of the details on them. But I don't know if I can do that. You know what? Effects, render. No, object, stylize, edge detect. That's something close to what I'm looking for. Yeah, I like this. In fact, I kind of like this a lot. This is a different vibe than I was going for, but now that I'm looking at it, it might fit the sort of gold on metal Magitech vibe I've been aiming for. Oh, come on. Is there no, you know what, cancel. Let's just do this. Take the black, get as much of it as I can. Control I, fill with gold. I like it. Now I take all the gold, cut, new layer, make this solid black once more, make this significantly less stand out. Nah, I think that's too much still. Let's go back to the quantize attempt. Color. Quantize. See, like I do like this. I just wish there weren't so many gaps, but you know what? Let's do it like this, and then let's just manually get rid of some of the stuff. No reason I can't do a bit of manual cleanup. Since I already started with such a good base, that saved me a lot of effort. And that can stay. You know, this might even be easier to clean if I do it after I've already golded everything. Or rather, maybe if I do it after I've quantized, then I just add in the lines in places where I feel like there's not enough. Alright, select this color, pencil. Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck around with this for a bit until I find myself satisfied with it. Mainly this part's a bit empty for my liking, so I guess I'll work on filling this in. Problem is it's so empty, I'm kind of just gonna have to be making it up as I go. See, it's like, yeah, I technically stole the base image from the internet without checking if it was a copyright-free source, but considering what it's become, does that really count as stolen at this point? Feels like at this point it's more of a reference than an actual usage. I don't know. I don't really know how that works with heavily modifying things to the point they're completely unrecognizable. Feels like it's fine. This is one of those tasks where, like, I feel like I'm just kind of doing random shit with no goal in mind, but there is actually a goal in mind. It's just that even I'm not aware of what that goal is. And at the moment, it's just kind of fill space and empty things, parts that don't look good. Heck yeah. It's an ordered chaos that I'm aiming for. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I like it. This is still scraggly. Let's clear this nonsense out. Clean this up. Would this be considered some kind of abstract art? I suppose. I've never been much of an artist. I just make pixel until pixel look good, and if pixel no look good, I start over. This is the way. Alright, just gotta clean up a few scraggly floating bits, and I think this will be pretty good. Let's see. I like it. Let's go with this. Now we make all this like gold wiry kind of thing. Oh, thanks for chilling and chatting. Hope to see you again. Alright, considering how haphazardly I threw this nonsense together, there's no way it actually tiles. Although, now that I think about it, I could do effects, fill from clipboard, and then just do tiling with manual mirroring. Actually, tile no mirroring. It's kind of gibberish enough that it still tiles fine. That's an offset? Okay, I don't need to offset. I want to scale. Nearest neighbor sampling. Ooh. Okay, alright. Something like that. And then make it like way more subtle. I like it. It's enough to like break up the detail. Same thing here. I can just paste this manually. You know what? I actually kind of like that at full opacity. It might be a bit too garish here on full opacity. But you know what? Maybe just like half? You don't have to read text on this one. This one should be subtle. We'll go like that. But otherwise, I might just keep doing more of the same. like it. See, this one, it actually has to tile. Since these things do get tiled. Well, you know what? Uh, dashes. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Great. I think I might need to actually make it smaller on the ammo counter. better. And level up. Ooh, you know what? Actually, it's kind of distracting on the upgrade icons, so I might need to nix that. Or maybe if I just make it like really dim like it is in the other thing. Try that first. Yeah, that checks out. I like that. I don't know. Let's just see how it looks without it. But with the rest of the stuff having it. Yeah, I think without is best. Now you know what? I can't make up my mind, but I think I like it with. I like how it kind of makes it look like they're blended, like meshed in with this, like they're a button, but they're still part of it. And then for these, it just also still looks fine. Yeah, I dig it. Wondering if I should make these as dim as this is, though. It's probably a good idea. Alright, what is that brightness exactly? Here it's 34. Here it's... Alright, let's just even this out at 30. Unification. Yeah, there we go. It's subtle but visible. On that note, maybe I should make it bigger on these as well. This doesn't really stand out on those. Better. I like it. I'm sticking with it. That's good enough for now. Eventually I want to add some more detail to the frame so they're not just like simple rounded edge boxes. Especially this one, now that I look at it, that one looks way too... In fact, it is. It is flat. Why is it flat? There we go. That's better. Much better. That was an easy improvement. Oh, now that I look at it though, this here still isn't looking quite how I want it. So let's go to Player HUD, Designer, U. Content drawer. can't just manually put it in, huh? Whoops. Okay. There we go, just so I can see them. Now. So it should be there, but it needs to be below the XP bar frame. There we go, that's what I was aiming for to begin with. So now we'll go back here, here, delete these, save, compile, play. Yes, health now looks like it should. It's now layered where it should be. I think this UI is serviceable. I like it. Looks good with double-digit ammo counts. Triple-digit pushing it, but it still fits. And you're rarely going to reach that unless you go with a crazy upgrade setup on a gun that already has a ton of ammo. So I think I'm going to call this UI tentatively done, although I need to recolor those bars so they're not white. Let's try gold. What's my usual gold color? FFB 600. Oh, it's gaudy, but I kind of like it. I do quite like it. You know what? Maybe you make the abilities the color of like the magic stuff, which is like that light blue. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go to... First I need to find the color, which I believe I can get 3D characters, JJ. JJ body parts base includes the shoes, which has, in fact, the blue I'm looking for. Where is it? You know what? Just go by image. Yeah, give me that blue. That is this color. Okay. Ability circle. That hex. Still gaudy, but I like it. Gaudy's kind of the vibe with this. Alright, I'm satisfied. I'm gonna call this UI tentatively done, although I still need to determine a font for the ammo. And the upgrade text. What about... Alright, what do we have built in? Like nothing. That's ugly. Also ugly. Problem is I don't know how to import fonts quite yet. I'll have to actually figure that out. Probably do that off stream. I have to decide if I want like a pixel font to match the vaguely pixely UI aesthetic, but not quite, or if I want to just go with something for readability's sake, which is probably what I'll do because readability is important. I mean, I guess the ammo can be pixely, but at least the this stuff needs to be readable. What font do I want to do? Let's see. How does Ludo look again? Ludo's not bad. It's plain, but it's okay. I also kind of like I kind of like a Hightower font. If it ever loads. Yeah, I think Hightower looks kind of nice. Other than that, good game fonts. Hey, free commercial use fonts? Oh, this is ugly. But it might be just the right kind of ugly. Well, I'll consider that. Add folder. Fonts. Save. I do like this font as well. You know, in fact, can I just... Yeah. Start putting together a font collection. Hot. Glacial Indifference. That is a pretty nice font. It does feel very indifferent. Pixel. I'm always a fan of VT23. That's my go-to pixel font. It's the font that I use on my itch.io page. Huh? Yeah. It's like it's readable, but also pixely. I do quite like VT23. I already have it downloaded though, so I don't need it here. This is hideous. Calling that a pixel font is an atrocity. Grunge. Oh, yeah, that other one I downloaded. Makes sense. That's typewriter. Ooh, some nice ones in there. Nothing for what I'm looking for now, though. Black letter? Oh. Ooh, wee, that's fancy. This is a good font website. Thanks, random Reddit post. Stencil? Oh, I see, yeah, it's like that kind of vibe. Novelty? This sounds like it's gonna be some silly shit. Oh, this is a nightmare. Impact label? Oh, that's cool. It's like a label font. Now I'm just having fun looking at fonts. This is just gibberish. Schonerbach? Schonerbach? Retro. God damn, this is a good ass repository of fancy fonts. Dingbat. It's nonsense. Is this a whole font just for like ribbons? That's wild. Monospaced. They got hand-drawn fonts. Trash hand. Paragraph. 570 paragraph, huh? Yeesh. Casual. As opposed to ranked fonts. Try-hard fonts. All caps. Calligraphic. Distressed? What does that mean? Was it just like slightly worn? Yeah, I see. I like it. Why is this distressed? That doesn't look distressed. Contemporary. AKA boring. Rough. Wait, there's two grunge categories? One has 2 entries, one has 71 entries. Oh, great. In case I want to write any, like, serial killer letters. Grab that one. Elegant. Yeah, fancy pants. What does condensed mean? Oh, geez. Hard to read is what condensed means. Well. UI tentatively done for now. Some of the remaining tasks I have to do are, I think the order I want to do them in is finish the level design, then balance, like do a basic numbers pass on the one weapon and enemy that's in the game so far. In fact, I could just do that now, real quick. Because I kind of know vaguely the numbers I want to use. Because they're going to be very similar to the numbers in 20 Minutes Till Dawn, the game that I'm roughly basing this game's framework on. So let's see. Weapons, enemies. Alright. So I want to give this weapon similar damage to something like the crossbow in 20 Minutes Till Dawn. So that, and then I want the enemies to have roughly similar numbers. The problem is those numbers need to scale. And I don't have any sort of functionality set up for enemy health scaling. See, like this is how it works in this game, where at the start it's 30, and over time it increases to, like 400, etc. Well, these are the most basic guys. Alright, let's do something like this then. close all this nonsense. Let's go to enemies, enemy guy. Let's give you a base health of, let's say, 30. Yeah, we'll go with 30. You know what? Even crazier. Let's go with 40. 40 base health, XP value of 1. 5 was just for testing, but that's way too much. Okay. Then, for the weapon... God, weapon's got a lot of stats. Alright. Let's go with... Do I want weak point shots to one shot at low rank is the question. Is that too easy? That might just be too easy. Yeah, let's say it does 15 damage. So it'll be 3 normal hits or 2 weak point hits. Ammo is 8, yada yada yada, all that nonsense. Seems good. You know, what's the reload time on some of these weapons? 1 second on that, yeah. A lot of 1 second. Alright, seems like I was in a pretty sensible location with where I was going. Cool, good. Alright, great. Yep, okay. Compile, and then I also want to bring up some stats for my placeholder test weapons. Alright, so let's take the dual SMGs for reference here. Damage is 8, fire rate is 4. In this case, I kind of want it to be more than that. So this is going to be damage 4, fire rate. So let's see. It's like twice the fire rate, so it should be even less. Yeah, we'll just do 4 damage. 4 damage, and then we'll go 8 fire rate base. I like that. Reload time on this sucker. Let's go 1.5. And the burst fire, we will do damage. We'll do... What's a good... Well, let's check the DPS. So roughly 4 damage, 8 shots per second. So I don't know why I'm calculating this. I know what 4 times 8 is. It's 32. So that roughly equates to about 30 DPS. This does 15 damage per shot with a fire rate of... I kind of wanted this to be 2 shots per second. And then that also equates to about 30 DPS. Which means for this... I probably want it to be a fire rate of 1, and then it's 3 shots, so 10 damage would make sense. Burst fire shots 3, delay 0.1. How does that feel again? I feel like that's too slow. Let's go 0.05. That still feels too slow. But is that? Like, is this actually making a difference, or is there just something fundamentally wrong with the way it's coded that causes it to not feel that much different? Yeah, because that's still... Like, that is not... There's no universe where that's... Wait. Oh my lord. Have I been doing it on the wrong one? No? I have been doing it on the wrong one. Silly me. I was just crazy the whole time. That's better, yeah. I like that. Alright, but let's actually make it 2, and then half the damage to 5. Yeah, I like it. That's good. Alright. Let us get some dudes spawning. Enemy spawn cap. Let's say like 15. Kind of want this to feel hectic. Alright, yeah, oops. I'll try it with the default gun. The old Garand. Oh lord, they coming. I don't know why they all like stack spawn like that. I feel like that shouldn't happen. Oh shit. Oh, damn it. I haven't set up respawning if you fall off the edge yet, but I need to make these fucking eggs not collide with pawns first and foremost. Blueprints, pickups, XP pickup, collision, pawn, ignore. Do some floating. Oh damn, that guy's living his best life. This is starting to feel like the early game phase of a survive-a-thon. Just early stacking and kiting until you can get some upgrades. Hup. Upgrade. Stopping power. Oh yeah, now we one-shotting. Bam, 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 bam. You're going to quickly outscale the enemies as it is right now, since there's no enemy scaling. I get stronger, they don't. I haven't set up wave support either. I need to figure out how I want to do that. Like basically just deciding like what timing enemies can come in at and which enemies spawn during a given window, etc. Split chamber. Oh, jeez. Ho ho. Bounce. Ooh. Or this. This would be kind of crazy. But nah, let's do bounce. That's gonna start really shredding them. Ho 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 ho. Give me your juicy level up eggs. These things are giving me fucking precursor orb vibes. Fucking Jak and Daxter was one of the first games I ever played. Played that shit at my friend's house when I still wasn't allowed to have video games as a kid. God, now we got Pierce and Bounce. Ooh, wee. Yeah, now we get into the outscaling point. Nice. Alright, let's try the burst fire gun now. I still need to do something to make the impact effects more visible on enemies. Like, they're pretty good on ground. I think I might just need to make them like way bigger. That'll probably get the job done. They are way too small at present. Also, strictly speaking, I think... Oh, damn it. The Garand is just better than other weapons right now because it has a 2 times weak point multiplier, whereas the others are 1.5. I think I might just make them all 2 times for now. Just for DPS parity. And then if I start getting real fancy with the design later, I can mix things up. In fact, you know, let's try making those impact effects bigger right now. So that would be project, particles, bullet impact emitter. Initialize particle size 50. Let's go 200. That might be a bit too big. Yeah, okay, let's go 150. Oh, that's better. I like that. Why is it so much bigger on them? Still doesn't look bad though, I don't hate it. I wish it was like more in front of them. The problem is it spawns and they walk through it. But it's something that's going to be spawning a lot, so I'm trying to do as little code on it as possible rather than, like, you know, attaching it to them as it's spawned. Because where it's spawned, it doesn't have a reference to them. So it would need to, like, do a fucking overlap check and then attach to the nearest point, and that just sounds expensive. For each and every bullet impact. Spread, pierce. Alright, yeah, this is a pierce kind of guy. Boom, bam, pow, bada bop, boom. Oh, whoops, I forgot I left the character with 3 dashes. It's like I felt like I could kind of dash way too often. Crit chance, 20%. Ooh, love that. I also want to do some kind of algorithm for, like, putting a little bit of priority on trees that you've already gotten upgrades in. So it's not just completely random. Just get, like, 1 crit upgrade and then never see the crit tree again. Stopping power, always good. Yeah, burst fire, surprisingly satisfying. I still need to add, like, bullet tracers. Because the weapons are technically hit scan, but it's still not satisfying if you don't see something flying towards them. I need to lower their wind-up time dramatically. It is too easy to just casually side strafe. More crit chance. Oh, fancy. Yeah, let's do that. More damage. Damage and piercing. Always good. Nice. Alright, let's try this one. Come to think of it, I think I just arbitrarily gave this a longer reload time than everything else. So it might just be strictly worse. Just got a 1.5 second reload. I get the feeling that might actually end up being okay though. Because it requires much less aiming. You can kind of just run and gun. It's the old full auto. It needs some kind of handicap to make up for that. I also don't think I've actually added a die condition. Like I can just get whomped all I want. Hey, level up. Yeah, I'm just fine. That's fine though, I'm just balance testing the weapons. How satisfying their DPS output is right now. Oh yeah, gotta get more projectiles with this sucker. Yes! Many bullet. Many egg. Bounce. Love that. That turns this thing into a fucking monster. Oh yeah. This thing becomes a damage monster with bounce. That's the privilege of not having to aim. Love to see that. Give me the eggs. Oh, fire rate? Yeah, shoot fast. Shoot fast, reload fast. Yeah, this thing's fun already, and it doesn't even have a model or any kind of visuals. I'm just shooting an invisible gun and seeing damage numbers, and it's satisfying. I definitely need to add a fucking pickup range upgrade tree. I thought I did, but I guess I just didn't. Like, I thought it was in the original design, but I guess I just forgot about it. Reload Quickseer. Reload faster, move faster while reloading. This is the way. The run and gun build. Whatever I'm holding, I imagine it is some kind of SMG. I want these eggs. Eventually I also need to add in some kind of like EXP consolidation thing where if there's too many on the map, they just consolidate into smaller egg. Ooh, active reload. The build just got that much more active. Shit. I need to make that UI stand out more. It's kind of hard to see when you're looking at already white enemies. Why do I have negative ammo? Like, was I just able to keep firing when I had no ammo? think it had something to do with when I manually run out of ammo and trigger an active reload. Let's try it. No? Huh. No idea how that happened. Well. This game is starting to feel like a game. Capture a couple GIFs. First, new jump animation. You know what? I think I have my settings on this at too high a frame rate. Screen recorder. Yeah, GIF FPS 30. Crazy. 15, please. Alright, let's just redo that. Much better. 26 megabytes versus 18. 15 FPS is plenty to convey that. Okay, that is jump anim. Okay. Then what else would I want to do? Oh yeah, just one that just shows off the UI in general. And for that, I probably want some actual gameplay happening. So let's just spawn 15 dudes. Play. Capture. Screen recording. Level up. Booyah. Okay. New UI. What's this other video that's just been sitting in here? Oh, I see. It's just the one showing off the rocket jump. Well, that's fine. I don't need to show that off now. Okay. What else have I done so far today? Jump animation, the UI. I might even say just since I last did a blog post. So I have to do daily blogs for this stuff since I'm doing it for my own personal project, but I'm technically also doing it as a part of a online class thing. Documentation is required. I can't really think of anything for now. I guess there's nothing else to do but start just trying to figure out what I'm going to do about level design. I know one little visual thing I want to do is that, like, on the edges of these rivers here, I want to do like some kind of like portal effect that it makes it look like it's portaling over to the next island and rather than just flowing off. Just because waterfall effects are hard and that sounds cool to do it that way. So I guess I could do that with just like a quad with like a sprite sheet animation. I just have to actually make that animation, which is easier said than done, you know? I can start working on it though. Do like a basic first pass. So let's go, this can be, we'll go 512. Then also this does not need to be open anymore. Okay. So first and foremost, let's just do black background so I can see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to do a circle of some kind of light blue. Make use of the whole thing. Alright, duplicate this, fill this, take this. What? Oh, I'm still on image, aren't I? Yep, layer, please. Okay. Who's pinging me? Let's see then. Some kind of circle. Let's go 25. There's a method to my madness, trust me. For now, I'm just going to be making a bunch of layers with sequentially more inward circles. I'll be using these layers as a base. Okay. One astute might see where I'm going with all these, which would be impressive because I sure as shit don't. That's not true, I kinda do. I've got a vague idea. Let's just save this. Assets 2D. I don't know what the fuck I'd call this. I guess just world sprites? I don't know. Portal. Okay, so. The idea is create new 4096 by 4096. Go effects, render, grid, size 4. Okay, no, I guess I want, oh, I get it. I want it by size 512. Yes. I guess if it's 512, I don't need that many frames. So this can actually, this doesn't need to be 40. This be 20, 48, 20, 48. Yeah, there we go. And then image, or effects, render, grid, 512. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so this is the base. That just goes there. Yep. Also. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I have 16 frames and I have 12 layers. Strictly speaking, I don't have to use all these frames, so we'll do it like this. Bam. Pow. Boom. Check. Kaboom. 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 Check. Pow. 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 Whoops. Okay. Check. Boom. 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 Okay. Check. Oops. Nice. Alright, and then after that it just repeats back to that. There is a method to this madness. Which is that I now... Actually, first we will save portal sprite sheet. Save. Okay, get rid of the grid, flatten, save, PNG, save. Okay. Now, I just need to figure out how sprite sheets work in Unreal. 2D sprites. World. Import. Okay. Unreal sprite sheet. Sprite actions. Create sprite. Oh, so then, yeah, okay. Do I have to like, sprite list, okay. Is there, how do I add more? Save. Do I have to create like another sprite? Okay, yeah. So then I just go. Wait. 9. Okay, so then this should be 1024 0. Ten 24 512. Wait. Okay, yeah, no, this. then one more. Oh, right, it's over here. Great. Now I got this whole ass bunch of sprites. How do I use that? Blueprints. Environment. Map 1. Actor. River portal underscore BP. Let's see. Paper sprite. Sprite. Source sprite. Portal sprite. Save. Can I alpha scale it? No, it's just flat cutoff. Why? Why is it cut off? Ah, it's the material. Okay. Right. So masked, unlit, sprite material. Search sprite material. Alright, translucent, unlit, sprite material. Boom. So now, yeah, okay, now I can do that shit. Great. Event graph. Portal anim. Add a timeline. Portal anim underscore TL. Alright, and then we need I guess a float track is fine. So then this is time 0. Then this will be time 1, value 14, I guess, if there's 14 frames. Okay, and then sprites. What is this technically? It's a sprite. Sprite sheet. Paper sprite sheet. Object reference. Is there no way to like... It's like a... Wait. extract sprites from selected textures? Hold on a second. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how that works. Would that have made this much easier? Oh, wait. Huh? No? Strike, extract mode, grid. Damn, that easy? Damn, it really was that easy, huh? And then extract, does it just make them all? Wow, kill me. That would have been way easier than whatever nonsense I just did. Well, learned for the future. Point is, I don't think there's a way to, like, create these. Like create one sprite sheet out of these, I guess not. So then here, we just want paper sprite sheet array public. Save, compile. Alright, so then no, that's not right. Paper sprite sheet. Soft object reference? No? Alright, here's how to figure it out. This is set sprite. Where'd that come from? Alright, so this is a paper sprite object reference. Yeah, oh, okay, that's what I wanted. Great. Alrighty then. So then update, we want to set the sprite to, oh, also now that I think about it, well, no, that's fine. Sprites get that oh wait, no, this needs to go from 0 to 13. Okay, do all that nonsense. And then upon finished, back to 1. Or you know what, let's get even fancier. Rather than back to 1 specifically, just back to whatever's first in that array. In case I ever change it somehow. Okay. Alright, do that. And then delay. Random float in range. 1 second to, like, I don't know, 10 seconds. And then, come to think of it, play from start, just to be sure. Do it again. Yeah. And then begin play. Just call it once to get it going. Great. Let's see how that looks as is now. Oh. Oh, hang on. Get these guys out of here. Boom. Nice. Eventually I'm gonna like blur this so it's not just like a noticeable line. This is just the very start of the effect to see if I like how it looks. Although looking through it, ooh-wee, does translucency fuck with a lot of things. Ha ha ha, oh, that's hideous. Note to self, don't look through the portal. Alright then. Now, out of curiosity, let's see what it looks like if we do blur it. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good. Now I think I just need to feather the edges. That's going to be harder. That's going to be a lot harder. Effects, object, feather. Something like this. Just gonna have to do something like this and then use it, just paste it as an alpha mask. Wait, did I do this in the same layer with this? Oh, I did, dumbass. I guess that doesn't really matter. In fact, it might even make it easier. Because now I can just do this, this. Wait, what? Was it not in the same layer? Oh, it wasn't in the same layer. I'm a fool. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, and then delete these two. Copy this. Effects, object, paste alpha, replace current alpha with alpha channel from clipboard. Boom. And now these are feathered. Save. Re-import. Oh, that's looking good. I like how kind of janky it looks on the edges. I need to fix that nonsense though. Ugh, ugly. Oh, that looks so good with my fucking cell shady nonsense. It's perfect. It's just the way I imagined it to be. But it's a bit slow. So, set play rate. Then play it. And set play rate will be a random float in range between 1 and 3. Yeah. You know what? I'm curious what looks better though. If I play it that way or if I play it the opposite way. Hmm. Not sure. Although, you know what I do think? I think I want this to be a bit more subtle. So do that, just paste the duplicate behind it, and then reduce the alpha. Did that change at all? Oh, okay, I just didn't update these until I moused over them. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. It's too infrequent though. Let's go 1 to 5 seconds. 1 to 2 speed. Spending so much time on just this very minor effect. I like it. Oop. Alrighty. Let's see. Do. Just take a screenshot of this. Okay. Well, I know it's early once again as usual, but tend to just kind of play these things by mood, and I think I am satisfied with my progress for the day, so I think I'm going to call it early. I believe the next task starting tomorrow, if I do stream tomorrow, will just be get the level looking good. Just kind of grind away at it. If I do stream, hope to see you then. Thanks for stopping by, watching all that jazz. Peace out.